I'm William Fox-Pitt, and I'm squad training for the three-day event team, and it is February. We've got 4 horses here in a very busy schedule.
Okay, and William, how's the training going?
Well, we've just had a morning of training and a couple of dressage sessions, which have been very useful. The horses are quite fresh. It's the first time they've been off the place this winter, and they're feeling a little bit lively and a little bit out of control, but they're settling down, and we're here again tomorrow, so by then things should start to become a little bit more productive.
And how many hours a week are you training at the moment?
I'd be riding between 8 and 10 hours a day. I think a lot of that is involved in the horse training and the horse fitting, but I'd be in the saddle for most hours on most days.
Does that increase as we build up towards the Olympics, or does it stay pretty standard?
I'm not sure that can increase really. I think it's a fairly full schedule, and it varies a little bit depending on the competition schedule versus the training schedule, but generally I'll be riding for at least 6 hours a day.
And obviously it's a very tough schedule, as you mentioned. I mean, what keeps you motivated on a bad day?
I think as in any sport you have bad days, and I think you've got to be able to accept that. You've got to be able to think through it, and I think that certainly for me, I'm very lucky that I love my sport. I love riding horses, and it's a fantastic life, and I'm very lucky to be able to compete in what I enjoy and have my sport as my passion.
And obviously, looking ahead towards the Olympics, I mean, who would you say at the moment is your biggest competitor?
I think it's very hard to say who our biggest competitors are. I think it's very important also not to focus on any one team or one individual. With horses, anything can happen. There's a lot of very good countries out there who've got a very good chance of a medal. So we've just got to get well prepared. We've got to train hard, keep the horses down, stay in one piece, and I think not worry too much about what other people are doing, and just do our own very best.
And how are your horses performing at the moment?
At the moment, the horses are training. The competition season hasn't started, and they're looking good.
Okay. And obviously, when it comes to competition, how do you cope with the pressure of relying on your horse as well as your own performance when competing?
I'm very lucky to be in a position of having 3 horses that are at this stage in Olympic contention, and I think that's it's a good position to be in. They can still go wrong. I can still end up with no horse, but you would hope with 3 that come July 1 will be on top form and holding his own and looking like being a serious contender.
How do you prepare your horse in the build-up to a big competition?
I think the horses are like an athlete. They're trained over a period of time. It's very important not to hurry them. Let the horses develop muscularly without incurring any injury and trying to avoid stiffness and discomfort. And the three-day event horse, he's a little bit like the pentathlete in the athletic world. He's got to be a very good all-rounder and a very good athlete all-round. And he therefore has a very varied program, which is interesting and great fun.
So the last question, I was just going to say, what does it mean to you that the Olympics 2012 is being held in London?
I think to have the London Olympics in London is it's a lifetime dream for any athlete. When they announced the bid, I think 8.5 years ago, it certainly made me think, right, I've got to really make sure I'm going to be there, because this will be like nothing else.
WinkBall.